Alright, so we're back in the kitchen and it's time to make the tandoori chicken. For this, you want to de-skin all of the chicken, so take the skin out and throw it away. And make sure these little fats are gone too, but they should go away during the cooking process. Once you have that done, you need to make 3 slices in each of the chicken. I've done it for most of the chicken already, but 3 slices on top, deep cuts, so the marination can get inside. And on the bottom, 1 cut too. And that should be enough for the cuts. So for this chicken, you need 2 types of marination. One that you sit for 1 hour and one that you sit for 24 hours, or how much hours you would like. The more hours, the more taste it's gonna be deeper inside the chicken. So for the first marination, we're gonna use ginger garlic paste, red chili powder, mint powder, 2 tablespoons cardamom powder, 1.5 tablespoons of salt, 1 lemon cut in half, and mustard oil. You could get mustard oil from any store that sells mustard oil, mostly Indian restaurants or like Indian places where you get spices. And that's for the first marination, and you leave it in the fridge for 1 hour for this to marinate. 2 tablespoons. You can add a little more. Red chili powder. I added a lot because I like it spicy. And then mint powder, cardamom powder, salt, mustard oil, about 2 tablespoons, and then the lemon you put on top as well, and then mix it all together. Alright, then you just mix all this together, and this is the first marination you're gonna do for the chicken. This lets it get all these spices in there so the flavor is there when the second marination gets added. Make sure you get it everywhere, so take your time with this. And that should be good. And after that, you just put a foil around it and just place it into the fridge, and then give it about an hour, or how much hours you would like. But I usually do it for an hour or 2 hours before I put the second marination on, and leave it overnight. Alright, it's time to take out the first marinated chicken and to do the second marination. Now that we have taken it out, we can do the second marination. So let this one sit there, and let's put the marination into a separate bucket or whatever you're using to marinate it. So the ingredients that we're going to use for the second marination are the same but a little different. So it's over here, right? So you need black salt. You can get this at any Indian bazaar. It's a small packet that says black salt. Black salt is great. Red chili powder, 1 tablespoon. Mint powder, 1 tablespoon. Cumin powder, 1 tablespoon. And then garam masala, 1 tablespoon. And food coloring, this is preference if you want to add it. Too much is not good. There's mixed emotions about it, but I like adding it just for a little bit of color, for the authentic feel. So other than that, we have ginger garlic paste again, just 1 tablespoon of that. Kasthoori methi, we're going to use 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of that. Greek yogurt, you can use any Greek yogurt. It doesn't have to be hung yogurt. It's low fat, plain, and you can get this at the local supermarket. Mustard oil, again, 1 tablespoon, and Kitchen King, 1 tablespoon. And that should be all the ingredients for the second marination. We're gonna put the Greek yogurt in here. For this, we're gonna put in like 6 big tablespoons. I'm using 6 because I'm making a lot of chicken, which is like 5 packets, which there are like 8 of them in there. So you guys do the math. And then red chili powder. It's mint powder, garam masala, cumin powder. There's a little bit of more red chili in there. There's over here ginger garlic paste. That's about 1 tablespoon, but you could put a little bit more. Next up is Kitchen King, and this is like a mixed vegetable spice. It's great. You could get this at the Indian Bazaar as well. It's 1 tablespoon of this. That gives a lot of the flavor in there. And then we're gonna put in mustard oil. About 1 to 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. We already put mustard oil in there, but we need it again. And then Kasthoori Methi. You could put in a handful of it, usually 1 to 2 tablespoons worth, so the same amount as mint powder. Gives a great flavor. And then black salt is the last ingredient we're gonna put in there. Other than the food coloring, black salt, you just need like half a tablespoon or a teaspoon, not too much. Black salt just gives a little charring effect and it tastes good. And then for me, I'm gonna add a little bit of the red food coloring. And then you're gonna mix all these together with your hands. I'm using gloves over here. Make sure you get in there and mix all of it together. So once you have the marination all whisked up, you put in the chicken. Get in there and mix it all together. Alright, that looks about marinated. All the chicken looks marinated. So you could keep this in the fridge with foil paper for 3 hours if you want to cook it fast, or 2 hours. But I'm going to keep it in there for 24 hours because I really like the flavor going in throughout the chicken. So it's going to taste really good tomorrow. And we'll come back when it's done. Alright guys, so it's been 24 hours and the chicken has been marinated. I put it on skewers because we're going to make it inside of a clay oven. And a clay oven is like originally how you make a tandoori chicken. It's I'm trying to make it as authentic as possible, and it tastes so much better when it's in a clay oven. It cooks faster too, but you can always make it in a conventional oven or on the stove top. In a conventional oven, 450 degrees for like 30 minutes or however you want it done. I usually put it in here for around 15 to 20 minutes per batch. Put 3 inside and then it cooks. So we have the chicken in there. It's about a minute left until 10 minutes, and we flip it around and then put it in there for 5 more minutes for the full 15-minute timer. For a conventional oven, It's around 20 minutes for one side and 20 minutes for the other, or you can do 30 minutes for one side and 10 minutes for the other side. And after that, the chicken should be cooked well. And then we're gonna have to cook the rest of the chicken, and we'll come back to garnish it. Now that 10 minutes has passed, we're gonna flip it and put it on the other side for 5 minutes. Look how the chicken looks. You can already see the charring. It looks amazing, and it smells great. So now all we're gonna do is flip it around. You can see the hot oven. Don't put your hand in there. And then close it and leave it for another 5 minutes, and it should be done. Alright, so we finished making the tandoori chicken, and now to garnish it, we will use coriander leaves and a lemon. Hey guys, thank you for watching. This chicken looks amazing. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you make it at home. Maybe more cooking videos will come soon. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and see you.